Hello everyone. So this is just a quick check-in. Basically, I finished my week's work. It was from Saturday to yesterday, which was also Saturday of dog sitting for my client's dog Beckham. So I finished that. That was a long week and it was kind of tiring because I had to wake up at I had to be there to walk him at 7 a.m. So I kind of had to wake up at like 6 to 6:30 a.m. every morning, and I'm not a morning person. And I did not really get used to it. I was regularly sleeping through my alarm clock. So, I mean, I still managed to get there, but I was not waking up at the time my alarm was set for. So, yeah, and then like once I was up, I was good, but I was drinking a lot of tea. I don't drink coffee. I used to drink coffee, but I switched over to tea because I felt like it was healthier for some reason, but I don't really think it is. I mean it is but like the amount of sugar I put in it to sweeten it up because I don't like the way bitter things taste. Like I need a lot of sugar to sweeten up stuff. So yeah, and I don't know. And then like at first I was having a hard time with Beckham. He's like a really sweet dog and everything, but he does not like going on walks. He just does like he'll hide up in his closet and then you have to encourage him out of his closet, which can take a while. I know one time I spent like an hour just trying to get him out of the house. But like I think over time he kind of figured out I was the only one available to walk him and stuff like that, so he kind of just got the hint that maybe I should like go out. But like yeah, I don't know, like he like and then eventually as we went on, he'd do good for his morning walk, and then all the other ones he'd want to go on a short walk, and then nighttime you had a really hard time getting him up because he wanted to sleep then. So I don't know. It was okay. And then like sometimes it would like storm and he's really afraid of like thunder and lightning. So it was even harder to get him to go out for like a bathroom break and stuff. But he was a really sweet dog. Besides that, he would play and stuff after his walks, and he would eat his dinner, which ironically enough was at 10 a.m. for him. That's his main meal. But he got like a really good dinner. So his dinner was a half bowl of kibble, 4 ounces of lunch meat, half a cheese stick, and 8 of those freeze dried like chicken treat things that you would break it up and kind of sprinkle that in, and then you'd also like break up because the other stuff like I mean he had a really good deal. And I was thinking that my dog Billy, if he ever knew what that dog was eating, he'd be jealous. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It was fun to take care of like another dog, and he walks way better than Billy does. The only dogs he barks at are pit bulls, because they did tell me that he got into like a bad fight with one a while back or something, and ever since then he's been not very happy about seeing them when he sees them and stuff, which is reasonable. Because trauma and that kind of stuff. But besides that, he's not leash reactive to any other type of dog. My dog Billy, on the other hand, is, but I've been training him, and most of the time I can keep him from barking at another dog. Usually, what I have to do is like, say if I'm walking over here on this sidewalk, like the street is here, then the other sidewalk's over there, and the other dog's over there. I have to be walking on the side so that Billy's not so that I'm between him and the other dog, like whatever direction they're in. And I just have to like redirect him to always look at me, which usually means me physically standing in front of him. So if he tries to look that way, I have to move that way, just so he's not like, because if he looks at the other dog, that gets him like riled up, and then he'll start trying to bark, and then he'll start trying to lunge. So, but I mean, he's a great dog otherwise too. So it is what it is. Every dog has their ups and downs. And Billy's significantly better. The only time I have a really hard time with him is if there's a lot of dogs at once. If it's just one dog at a time and they're on the other side of the street, and I can get Billy to I can be walking between him and the other dog, the direction that they're in, and I can just keep him focused on me. And I usually say like good boy and stuff like that, but like in a friendly kind of a higher pitched voice, just to keep him calm and stuff. And yeah, I mean he handles it. So I don't know. But I'm hoping to walk a lot of small dogs because those guys are much easier. I don't know. I'm good with medium sized dogs. I can handle leash reactive dogs, though I prefer not to, just because I have one of my own, and it is nice to get a break from that. And like other dogs may not be as well trained as mine is with it, because I've been working with him. And different dogs respond to different things. So I don't know. And Beckham was a really good dog. I actually kind of miss him now, but he's happy because he's going on a vacation, which is interesting because they went on a vacation, came back, got him, and now they're going somewhere. So I don't know. But he'll enjoy it, and he was very happy when his family came back. Okay, so then the second part of that update is basically there's this dog walking and pet sitting app. It has a website too called Rover, and I basically started a profile there for my local area. I'm going to be doing dog walking and pet sitting for both cats and dogs. I don't think I'm going to be walking cats. I know that there is such thing as walking cats, but I'm not doing it. Um, and so yeah, that's I'm just planning to do that as I'm hoping to do it full time, just to make money, obviously to make a living, but also just to like get working again. And obviously, doing it with animals is a great way. I really like animals and dogs and stuff like that. So um, it's a lot of fun. And it's fun because each dog has their own like unique little personality and their own little quirks and stuff like that. So yeah, I just enjoy it, and it feels good to be working. Um, so of course I had to use up every last cent on my the money I made towards my college tuition, which I'm not happy about. But I'm hoping my profile just yesterday got approved, and because you have to do a background check and everything, and they were very quick. They said it could take 5 to 10 business days. It did not take them very long at all for me, so I guess I was like clean background everything. So that's good. So I'm pretty happy about that, and so I'm just waiting to get some booking requests from pet owners. And just waiting to get started with that. So I'm pretty excited. The only thing I'm a little anxious about is like you do like meet and greets with the pet owners, and I do have social anxiety, but I figure I'll handle it. Like that's just like the initial part. It's just like saying hello and stuff, and I feel good because it's like my own business and stuff. So like I mean I'm using Rover, but it's my business on Rover. So like I can set my own rates, although they do have to be within a reasonable like the amount of money I charge per service. I can set that my own, but like if it's too high, people aren't gonna want to pay me, and if it's too low, then I'm just not gonna make enough. So it has to be within a reasonable range. And what I did is I kind of just scouted out all the other Rover setters and stuff, and see what they were charging, and decide I do mine like kind of in the middle of what they're doing, so mine wouldn't seem unreasonable. Um, but still enough that I would feel good about it. So yeah. So yeah, Rover done with the dog. Walking, sitting. It felt great being able to fall asleep last night, knowing I didn't have to wake up at the crack of dawn. I do not like. I'm not a morning person, and I know I did set on Rover that I would do like 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. like my one of my times that I'm available for dog walking and stuff, but I'm able to I have to accept the booking so I can so I'm hoping like if I have to get up at like 8 or something, I'm just fine with it. I do not like getting up at 6 a.m. So um, yeah, and then so yeah, my summer semester at Triton basically ended. So I got the fall semester that I have to sign up for classes for and make a payment plan and all this stuff. That's a pain. I don't know. I'm not the most cheerful college student. I don't enjoy it. I'd rather have my own business, like what I'm trying to do with Rover and stuff like that. Like even with the financial aid you get with college, you still end up having to make these payment plans and paying a ridiculous amount. So I'm not very happy about it. But I'm hoping that with my new dog walking and sitting thing, it'll be easier for me to be able to afford going to college because at least I'll be making some money. And that does feel good when I'm handling my own expenses like that because I'm 23, so I'm trying to learn all these essential life skills that they don't teach you in school. I mean, they do, but they don't really go over it. So yeah, those are the main things. The other thing is this shirt is new. I got this at my local thrift store. Um, like this is actually like a really good find because the shirt looks like it's brand new. There's only one thing like where one of the buttons had like a string, so I just kind of cut that off. But besides that, it looks new, and I do like shirts like these. For some reason, Dad's like, "Why are you getting a striped shirt?" Like I like striped shirts. Um, so that's why I got it because I like it. And I'm hoping to find other shirts like these. I don't like the shirts where the stripes are like super thin for some reason. I like the stripes where they're thicker, more even with the like the white and the I don't know, it's just pink or something. I don't know. I'm not colorblind. I'm just like it's not really pink, but it's kind of pink. So it's like a between pink and orange. It's I don't know. It's I don't know what the name of the color is. But yeah. So and um, I did get like one other shirt. It's just like a tie dye shirt. This one I'm way more excited about than my other one. And like you can go to a thrift store and get this shirt for like $1.99. And seeing as how I'm currently on a budget, that's why I'm gonna be shopping for everything. And if you get stuff like this, like I mean, this shirt must have originally been worth more than $1.99, and I got it for a really good deal. So like if you know where to look, you can get stuff that's really good quality, but it's very cheap. So yeah, there's that. And I will plan to make another video, I guess talking about detransition related stuff. Although honestly, like this is more like a life blog for me. Detransition is technically a part of my life, but I don't want it to be my whole identity. Like if I make a YouTube channel that's just constantly talking about detransition, like I don't want that to be what I'm all about. Like um although it is obviously like it is a part of my life, but it is not all of my life. So I suppose the the way I would handle is if there's like a current problem that's up, then or just something I want to talk about that's related to that, then yes, I'll make a video. But I'm not gonna force myself to make videos if it's not something current. Um, although I gotta say, recently I've been like reading a lot of news about like there's a bunch of anti-trans like laws being passed in more like southern states and stuff like that. Texas being an example, maybe Florida too. I forgot if Florida was one. And I do have my like opinions about that. So I don't know. And then I did hear there was this other country. It was either Italy or France. Wait, is France a country? I think it is. That was like taking away parental rights from lesbian like couples like who adopt children or something, which I thought was kind of disturbing because that's traumatizing to the child to be taken away from their family just because they're not like a straight married couple, like regardless of what like your opinions are about like like if a marriage and family should be between a man and woman or if it's okay for there to be two moms instead of a mom and a dad. Like I think if there's a family that's already established, two moms already adopted a child and that child has bonded with that family, it would be very traumatic to the child to suddenly be ripped away from that family just because that family didn't fit what that country thought was appropriate. Like that's the way I see it. So, um, an interesting news. I'm technically well. This isn't new news to me. I'm technically an aunt because my sister, my eldest sister, before she passed away, she had a baby named Michaela. And she was adopted to a lesbian couple. They were technically first her foster parents because my sister Larissa, she was struggling with addictions like, heroin and that kind of stuff. And she lost. Well, DCFS was involved because when she had Michaela, she had drugs in her system, and obviously that got like they do a routine blood stuff and when that kind of stuff when you go in for labor and stuff, and that obviously got DCFS got involved, and Michaela uh I don't think Larissa's parental rights were taken away at that point. She had to go to like a treatment center, and there's like stuff she had to do in order to earn back. Like I remember at some point she was staying at the treatment center, and I think she could spend nights with Michaela. But at one point, Larissa just decided it would be better for Michaela just to be adopted instead of her. I mean, like instead of I guess Larissa being her mom. Like Larissa's obviously her biological mom, but instead of Larissa being the one to parent her, and I do think that was a good decision. Obviously, I have my own. If you guys don't know, I'm adopted from Ukraine. Um, I have my own feelings about then. Let's see, my birth parents were orphans. They didn't get adopted. Then me and my sisters did get adopted. And then now my sister who has a baby, that baby's been adopted. Um, I guess I just would have liked to have known Michaela, or just kind of see how she grew up and stuff like that, and see if she looks like Larissa at all, like if she resembles her when she grows up more. Although Michaela is biracial, but like Larissa like had a widow's peak, and maybe she would have that too, or stuff like that. So I don't know, but I'm just hoping that wherever she is, she's living a good life, and that um her adoptive parents are nice and stuff like that. I have nothing against two moms raising a child. I mean, I'm a lesbian myself, and even though I don't want children, if I for whatever reasons have them anyways, I'd want to be just as capable of taking care of them with my uh, future wife as a man and a woman would be. Although I personally don't think I will have kids just because I just don't see that as that's not something I desire. And it's also just, I don't see it as a healthy choice for me. Just because I have my own stuff I have to deal with. Although maybe in the future I'll be in a better place and like have a good handle on my life. But right now I'm just trying to get myself to be an independent adult and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, anyways, I wasn't planning to go into the whole Makara stuff, but it just came up. So yeah, but it is actually interesting that I did not know that my biological parents were orphans. And there was a chance they might have been at the same orphanage me and my sisters were. Me and my sisters are all biologically related. But like they were there, but they did not get adopted, and they went to a boarding school or something like you age out of the orphanage there. And I guess the person who was in Ukraine or something said that if you end up there, then I guess your outlook just isn't as good as someone who like the better option is to be adopted into a family than to go to the boarding school and just remain an orphan, or like state owned or whatever. I don't think Ukraine has states, province or whatever. So yeah, I don't know much about them, but I do know that. And I just thought that was interesting. So okay, so I guess I'll just kind of end this video here. I'm just kind of rambling, but you guys got the update, and I'll probably make another video soon. Um, so if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I will make another video soon, but like right now, the week's gonna start, and I'm hoping to get some bookings, and once I do, I'll have a better idea of my schedule, and that'll help me better prepare for when I want to make these videos. So, okay, before I end this video, Coco is right on my feet, by my feet. He's my cat, and I'm gonna have him say hello. 1 second. Coco, do you want to say hello to YouTube? There he is. Here's Coco. He's my cat, my first cat. I mean, I've had family cats, but Coco's the first cat I adopted. He's kind of tired. He was sleeping by my feet, so he's not very happy about the fact that I got him up. But he's a sweet cat. Are you a sweet cat? Yes, you are. Okay, Coco, you can go back to bed. Okay, guys, goodbye.